Direct my team to provide every available resource as fast as possible to your communities to rescue, recover, and to begin rebuild.
They're claiming there's 98 people dead in that area. Couldn't be a bigger lie.
We woke up at 5 o'clock in the morning and it was still dark. We got a flashlight and looked outside, and the water was just at my tires, the bottom of my tires.
We never thought that a little creek this wide and that deep is going to turn into a raging river.
The flood was all around us, so we had no way out. I mean, it was so fast to where we couldn't even hold on to anything. We couldn't touch the ground at that point. When I jumped back out, I grabbed his hoodie so tight, I thought I was going to choke him, but I was trying to make sure that he wasn't going to go nowhere, and we were all going under.
They had nowhere to go. Little to no warning. And most of these people, if they could go anywhere, where would they go? I mean, how many hurricanes do you have hitting the mountain and doing this kind of damage? It doesn't happen. It's unheard of. 2 days after the storm, we showed up here. I was on a crew with a search and rescue. We went out, we were picking through piles, we were looking for bodies. They can't get out to anything in the fire trucks or the ambulances and stuff, so they really, really wanted to have us come out and bring some side-by-sides. So we brought our side-by-sides out, and we paired up with search and rescue crews. We were picking through looking for people daily.
They're finding people everywhere, and we're searching for people everywhere.
It's all the citizens. Every bit of it is the citizens.
We have a medical assembly here where we have doctors and nurses go in. We have volunteers that have set up tents and have been sleeping here. I don't recognize these people. Where are y'all from?
I'm from Alabama. She's from Rutherford County.
Thank you very much.
People coming from around the country, people with skid steers and backhoes and every kind of equipment that you could think of.
Getting to North Carolina was surreal. We were directly behind the storm. We're constantly training and learning and preparing ourselves for these disasters, but this disaster was it was a gut punch.
In the past 35 years, I've been to just about every major disaster in the United States and many in the international space. Everything from wildfires, earthquakes, hurricanes, tornadoes, explosions, civil unrest, and actually wars. Response time is actually critical in life-saving needs because you have a very small window to make sure that all your teams are in place and you're able to render life-saving aid.
There was no communication right after the storm with anybody. You know, it's almost like we almost had to return to like smoke signals, you know, to get everybody organized.
In these disaster zones, FEMA typically shows up. We see them on day 2.
FEMA didn't show up until day 7. Day 7 is when they showed up.
I've been up here, but we're over a week after the storm, still has not had anybody government-wise, FEMA-wise. Nobody has come and reached out to them. Nobody's helped them.
Well, I can tell you firsthand knowledge from me and my team working from Asheville, Boone, North Carolina, Chimney Rock, all those areas, all the impacted areas. The first responders that have showed up in a huge way when they actually had permission to show up. But from a federal level, it starts from the commander-in-chief and goes all the way down. I did not see one FEMA asset in place. The first assets that we started seeing was on day 6 going into day 7. What happened in Hurricane Helene was nothing short of a complete government failure from the top down. You have this massive hurricane coming over the mountains. You send out a reverse 911. You evacuate those zones. None of that happened. There was no teams being advanced into that area to provide those rescues and to provide medical aid to those people that were in danger. Those people that were cut off completely from medical, from food, from water, from communication, from all resources. I've never seen a worse disaster response ever.
So you're going to see marks on there that will tell which crew searched, how many they found, or none were found, or whether there's hazards in there, such as, you know, rats or some other hazard that's in there. If there's someone out there right now, I hope we find them. And I don't want the number to go up, because I don't want there to be another person that's lost. But if they are out there, I want them to be accounted for in that number, so they get a proper burial and their family gets the proper knowledge of where their family member is if they're missing.
There are so many piles around here, so many areas that haven't been touched. FEMA, stop picking through everything. Why? Why would you stop looking for people?
There's definitely more bodies that are being found, and there's a lot more people that are missing that, no, the government is not, the news is not telling you.
I've seen drone footage of these 28 trucks that are freezer trucks that are supposedly holding these bodies as a mobile mortuary. These trucks that are holding these bodies, if there's 90 people dead in this whole storm, why are there 28 trucks at this one area that hold 50 people apiece?
I'm saying well over 5,000 bodies have already come out of here. And I'm sorry, I know that sounds like far-fetched, but it's not, because I'm hearing too much. Families that are missing 12, 15, 20 people, and you're only saying there's 100 or 200. Well, I got 6 families right here that are already beating your numbers.
They're claiming there's 98 people dead in that area couldn't be a bigger lie. Everybody in the community that has lost many, many loved ones can attest that that number is far greater than that. When the hospital ran out of body bags, that was over 750 body bags, and they had run out of body bags. I think there's a deliberate effort by this current administration to keep the body count down in this election cycle, because for them, it is politics. It's not about people.
Just upsetting. They need closure. These families need closure, not just pushed away or forgotten about.
People need to just tell the truth. I mean, you know, let's be truthful and honest. They talk about being transparent. You hear that word all the time. And let's be transparent with this and let people know the real story. I mean, as devastating as it is and as hard as it is, that was somebody's loved one, you know?
Help has arrived, America.
There is no more need for fear. We are from the government and we are here to help you. All will be fine now, if you get in line.